So are we getting all the benefits? Benefits not only in global grants, benefits not only in membership, but are we getting the tools that our Rotarians were getting? If not, then why are we waiting for? So that is when Rotary came up. They're like, okay, Rotarians use this amazing tool called the Rotary Club Central. I think Rotractors should also be getting that tool. I think Rotractors should also understand their progress of their club, set goals, and actually see the trends of what is happening in the entire world. And that is how, beginning from July 1st, the Rotaract Club started getting access to the Rotary Club Central. Uh, Perfect. So Rotary Club Central is nothing but a special tool that allows us to understand, the various trends, the membership, the donations, the contributions, and everything about the entire world. The Rotary Club Central also used to have something called as a project showcase. However, that project showcase has now been changed to a service project center. You can directly go from there. And it also has another special tool wherein you can record and strategize the plans for your club. And what happens if you strategize? So when you strategize, when you set goals, and when you achieve these goals, that is when you get something called as the Rotaract Club Excellence Award. So once again, welcome. So how did the Rotaract Club Excellence Award start? So back then we used to have something called as the Rotary citation that was being given by the Rotary International President. So the Rotary citation was a big task. As Rotaractors, we were never able to apply to that citation. It used to be our sponsor club or our advisor, or the district governor who had to apply, for the citation for any Rotaract club. So what happened back then was hardly a few clubs used to get their citations in time, or many clubs, used to miss the deadline, or their sponsor clubs used to fail, to apply for that citation. So Rotary was like, okay, we understand the problem, we understand the pulse of Rotaractors. They want a citation, they are doing good work. I think, we should give them something in their own hands to apply for their own citation. And that is how we got the Rotaract Club Excellence Award. So you can apply for your own citation, but then there are a few conditions on how to do that. So today we'll understand what are those conditions, we'll understand how we can apply and where we can apply. So first and foremost thing, to access Rotary Club Central and to actually add your goals, you have to be a club officer. So only club officers can add, edit, or delete any of the options over there. So what do I mean by a club officer? Club officer only by meaning of club officer, I mean to say it either has to be a president, a secretary, a treasurer. Otherwise, it can also be an advisor. It can be your club learning facilitator. It can also be your service project chair, membership chair, and your foundation chair. If I was fast, you can just go to your members, click on your club, go to members, add club officer. Over there, you will see a list of all the club officers over there. And these are the people who will be getting access to the Rotary Club Central to actually add and edit those goals. So now, if you're a club officer, you can directly open that platform, and that platform will look something like this. Perfect. So this is your Rotary Club Central. You have your club goals over here. You can select your clubs here. So I am the advisor for multiple clubs, so I do get a lot of clubs here. But let me go and let's actually try to understand in detail about in each club. So yes, this is where I want to start. This is your homepage of my Rotary. Scroll down, you see the Rotary Club Central. When you click on Rotary Club Central, this is how your dashboard should look like. You got to select your club, and these are where you got to enter your goals. So little bit into the goals. There are total 26 goals that have to be done, that the club can do, that the club can choose to do. But then out of these 26, it is up to the club how many goals they want to select and how many goals they actually want to do. But then you will be recognized only if you complete more than half of the goals that are over here. That means you got to complete 13 goals out of these 26 goals to get your certificate. And there is also one more very important thing that you have to understand, that your club has to be in good standing. What do you mean by when I say your club has to be in good standing? What I mean to say is, you know, whenever your invoice is raised, so your invoice gets raised in January and you get time to pay your invoice. And before June 30, that is the last date to submit, your achievements, your club should have a zero balance, $0 balance when it comes to, what is owed to Rotary. So only when your club is in good standing, you will be able to get the certificate. So let's jump in. So this is the Club Central tool. It has the club goals. It has the global summary, wherein you can actually check worldwide and zone-wise about how are people doing what. And then these are trends in terms of membership, in terms of the ratios and everything. And then here we have the service project tool, which is now, turned into Service Central, wherein you can upload all your project. You have all your resources, you have all your reports, you can get your Excel sheets and all. So this is in detail what the Club Central looks like. We'll go into each and everything very slow. So first, let's cover our club goals. This is the most important part because 26 categories and you should understand what each category means. Before we start filling this, I wanted to understand four things that Rotary has been putting in minds from the last 2 years. A lot of district governors and a lot of Rotary International presidents, yes, Rotary now has a very new four-way test. We all know our four-way test. That is there. That is definitely there. But then Rotary is also heading towards a very new way, a very good vision of how to look at things, how to look at projects, how to look at clubs. And that is these four things over here. It says enhance participant engagement. What do you mean by enhancing participant engagement? Participants are basically the people, let it be members or let it be the beneficiaries of our projects. So they say the more you engage with your participants, the better the Rotary and Rotaract will grow. And next it says increase our impact. You know, you might have heard your DRRs or your learning facilitators talk about service projects, and they say service should be measured in terms of impact. How many people is it really benefiting? For how long is it benefiting? That is the impact that we are looking at. So Rotary says, we are all doing service projects, but are we actually counting the impact? Are we measuring the impact of our service project? So that is what Rotary says. Let's try to increase the impact of our service project. Let it be through donations, let it be through bigger projects, let it be through sustainable projects. But Rotary is looking at something wherein we can increase our reach and increase our impact on a whole. And then it says expand our reach. Rotary's membership has been stagnant for a pretty long time. It's been around 1.4 million membership, that is including Rotarians and Rotaractors, but that has been stagnant from almost the last 10 years. So that's why you say, if we have to do more projects, if we have to do, more impactful and, get better into our communities, then all we have to do is to expand our reach. Expand our reach by forming more clubs, by increasing our membership, by making sure our members are sponsoring more members. That is how Rotary wants to expand its reach into the roots and of different countries and different states. So that is one thing. And the next thing is increasing our ability to adapt. So an organization that is more than 100 years old, it means that it has been adapting itself a lot. Rotary has been adapting a lot, but then are the clubs under Rotary adapting? That is where we said, let's get in something wherein our clubs, our Rotaract clubs and our Rotary clubs are adapting to what the current scenario is in the world. So we see a lot of Instagram, we see websites. They say, Rotary clubs and Rotaract clubs should start maintaining their online presence, should start making sure they have an active social media. They say if we can adapt to this technology, we can do anything in this world. And Rotary also says very simple thing that, have something called as a continuity planning. You know, the president should not just think about this particular year. I'm a president for 24, 25. My responsibility is only to think about this year. No, it shouldn't be like that. The DRRs, the DG's responsibility is to ensure that, the clubs are planning for the next 2, 3 years, or actually even the next 5 years. That's why they say, have a president elect, have a president nominee, so that, every year, whatever the projects you're doing that are properly observed by the next president, and he knows how to adapt them and, enhance those projects as well. So they say, have a strategic plan. Have a strategic plan for the next 2 to 3 years. Include your president-elect, president nominee, and including your last 1, 2 years presidents, and try to have a 5-year rollout plan for your entire club. If 5 is too huge, maybe you can say, sir, we are from an institute-based club. 5 years is like a huge time. I don't think I'll be even in college then. So I say at least have a 3-year rolling plan, so that it is very clear on how to easily work out for your club. I'm not sure in other districts, but even in 3150, we usually face an issue wherein the presidents are not reported on time. That means the new DRR is here, it's already July 1st, and some clubs do not even have their president. Or otherwise, it is like, the president elect should be reported at least 3, 4 months before, but then we still don't have, we hardly have 10 to 15 clubs that have reported their president. But then, as current president or as current DRRs, if you ensure that all your clubs are having strategic plan, through the strategic plan, you have your, next presidents in line, then it is a cakewalk for the upcoming DRRs to lay out their plans and work with the district properly. So this is literally the new vision of Rotary. So let's jump into each one. So how do you do it? First, you select your goal, and then it says service participation. What do we mean by service participation? We are saying how many people from your club will actively be part of your service projects. So I say, this club, Rotaract Club of Hyderabad East, has 80 members. And the goal is to have minimum of 60 people, part of the service project that the clubs are doing. Then we have social activities. Service activities, social activities, very similar note. How many activities are we planning to do in a year? Let's assume one social activity per month. That turns out to be 12. And then you enter your goal as 12. And then they say Rotary Action Group participation. For the next 3, 4 things, I want you to be very careful while you're listening to this. What is a Rotary Action Group? A Rotary Action Group is nothing but a group of people, a group of Rotarians and Rotaractors who are highly committed into their profession, who form an action group. There are fixed number of action groups who form an action group, and they help other clubs do those projects. For example, there are action groups on disease prevention. There are action groups on peace. There are action groups on empowerment. So let's assume any Rotaract or Rotary club, they want to do a project. And let's assume the project is in water, water and sanitation or hygiene. You can go with your, project, and you can approach that action group. And there are experts in that action group who will help you in understanding what can be done, what cannot be done, or how you can proceed with this project. Or let's assume, there are any quotations that you need. They might also be able to help you with the quotations. Let's assume you need grants. They'll help you get those grants. They'll help you find international partners. So these are how Rotary Action Groups actually function. So let me just show you Rotary Action Groups. So a Rotary, anyone can be a part of a Rotary Action Group. All you have to do is go into this Rotary Action Group tab, uh, click on the flyer. There'll be multiple groups like these. Click on each group and there'll be an option to apply. You can go and apply to be part of that Rotary Action Groups. So in fighting disease, we have a lot of doctors who are experts in diabetes or in hearing or in malaria. So these might be people who've done global grant projects or doctors who are Rotarians who want to help. So you can take their help and complete your projects. So these are the various action groups currently which are already present. And you can be a part of these groups or you can seek the help of these groups. All right. I will send the link of all this later. So coming back. So it says how many people will be part of your Rotary Action Group. So let's see, let's try to push in at least one person into our Rotary Action Group, which will be beneficial for your own club and entirely for the Rotary as a whole. He might have information that others might need. So obviously helping the entire Rotary fraternity. And then next is leadership development participation. Your district will have their district assembly, will have their president secretary trainings, they'll have club officers trainings, they'll have various trainings, leadership development trainings and knowledge trainings. So Rotary wants to understand what is your goal, how many people do you think will attend these training programs. I think for a club size of 80, at least 12 people should actively participate in these leadership development programs. And next is your district conference. I'm sure district conference is one of the main things that any district or any DRR would want their members to attend. So as a club, it is very important to attend your district conference because that is where you will be recognized. That is where you will be able to mingle with other clubs that will foster connections for better programs tomorrow. So a club size of 80, even if 20% is I consider at least 20% from each club as a good and a decent amount of attendance. But then I'd say, at least 15 people should be attending the district conference. So try considering at least 20 to 30% that will attend the district conference, and it will be a very happy thing for the DRR as well. See, but then I'll say I'll be more than happy if you have a much more achievable goal or much more better goal. Maybe you say I have a club size of 30, but then our Rotractors are well motivated, so I'll send 50% of my club to the district conference. I, as a president, will motivate my club to ensure that at least 50% are attending the district conference. So that is a very good goal. So try to put 50% as well. And use of official Rotary promotional material. You can select this goal. We have our brand center over there. We have our logos. You can create your logos in your brand center and start using those logos. Even the magic of Rotary, let it be the theme, let it be the Rotary logo or the Rotaract district logo or the club logo. You can make all these logos in the brand center and you can download them and you can use them. So I'm sure all Rotaract clubs are doing it. So this is a very easy goal to be achieved. So you just have to select your goals. So we are just selecting goals right now. I'll then tell you how to, update them. And next is my lovely, lovely part of Rotary. That is Rotary Fellowship participation. So just like we have Rotary Action Group, that is, exclusively for a cause, we have something for fellowship, something for fun. And that is where the Rotary Fellowship participation comes in. So one of the best examples of fellowship participation, if you have a Rotary means business, so even that is a fellowship group. So a Rotary means business group is a fellowship group. And one of the most active, one of the most active fellowship group of Rotary is this one. So this is the Rotary Fellowship. So there are so many fellowship groups, astrology, metaverse, motorcycling, music, cycling, railroads, real estate. So if you find something of your interest over here, if there is something that is your hobby, I definitely urge you to be part of these fellowship groups. So if you're a Rotarian or a Rotaractor, you can be part of these fellowship groups. They will host events, they will do a lot of things, and you can be part of them. So in this, one of the most biggest group and one of the one which I really like a lot is one thing is the cricket lovers group and one is the golf group. So this is the International Golfing Fellowship of Rotarians. And trust me, guys, this is one of the very huge groups. And the way they do their tournaments. So they have this, IGFR tournament that is being hosted every year in a different place. Literally, a lot of districts fight a lot to get this championship into their district, and it's a lovely place for all the golf playing Rotarians. Similarly, we have tea lovers, we have moviegoers, many more fellowship groups. So let's give our Rotractors a chance to get into these groups and explore people with their similar interests. So I think at least 10 people should be part of this fellowship group from this club. And next is district training participation, coming back, to the COTS, DOTS and all. So they're all also part of the district trainings. Uh, I think president, secretary and team, at least 4 people should be part of the participation from the club. So we've understood about enhanced participant engagement. So this is all about how you are giving an opportunity to your members to be an active part in Rotary, and action groups and the fellowship groups help the members a lot, and they'll feel very happy to be part of the Rotary and the Rotaract community. Let's jump into our increase our impact. So increase our impact majorly has our service projects, because that is how we want to measure, the impact of Rotary on this world. So annual fund contributions. So only if you donate $100 from a club, you will get something called as a Rotary Giving Certificate. So I think a minimum goal of $100 is something that you have to do, and ensure that you are donating that $100 and getting one beautiful certificate signed by the RI president to your club. On an average, I've seen hardly 10 to 15 clubs in every district, get this certificate. But I urge you that you donate that $100 over the year. $100 over the year is $8 per month. Even if 8 people decide to contribute $1 each per month, I'm sure it is that easy to come to this goal. So with 80 people, I think this club should contribute a minimum of $300, and that is why I've set a goal of 300. Polio plus contributions, yes, we are on the edge. I don't want to talk more about polio because that is something all our PDGs talk about. So we are on the edge, and let's donate a little more to ensure that we are actually, eliminating that disease from this world and winning as a Rotary. So at least $100 to the polio plus fund. And then we have benefactors, we have service projects, we have major gifts. All these are achievements that are automatically automatically drawn from the backend team. So whenever your club members are contributing, within 24 hours it will be updated over here in this place. So if anyone is doing a polio plus contribution of $10, it will automatically affect over here. And service projects. So initially we've seen social projects. It's very similar, but over here service projects are automatically given. So whenever a club is completing a service project and it is actually updating it in the service project center, that is when it will reflect over here. So you got to set a goal over here and actually update them in the service project central. Only then over here your achievement will be shown. And coming forward, major gifts and bequest society members, I kind of shift it as the moment, because it is $10,000, $1,000, and actually writing it in the estate that you will be donating to the Rotary Foundation. You can check on these on. There are very few Rotaractors who actually given major gifts and actually have contributed and are bequest society members. There are many Rotaractors turned Rotarians who are actively contributing in all these aspects. So if there is someone who says yes, you know, I would like to full-fledged contribute to the Rotary Fund, then please allow them to either take a PHF, give them a major gift, or be part of the Bequest Society. And there are two more things that I'm not sure if Rotaractors are yet eligible, but so let's ignore these both. That is the inbound youth exchange students and outbound youth exchange students. Beware, this is not ICY and IDY or RICE or RIDE. These are not what the district does. These are IYEs, that is International Youth Exchange, that is done by the district as a whole. So every district has its own way of doing an IYE, and this is mainly for Rotary. And if your district is allowing Rotaractors, to host, other youth from other countries, then very good. And but definitely there is something you can do over here. That is, you can always be a part of the outbound youth exchange students. So you should have a word with your DRR or your district governor to understand which countries are they tied up with this year and where the people are going, and give that you know opportunity to your Rotaractors and see if they'll be interested. But one thing is, they either have to miss their academic year, so there is one 3-month program and there is one year program. So students have to skip their academic year and go there, or go there for a 3-month period. So there is a lot of process, a lot of interviews, a lot of ways of how it is done. So I think in my district, Rotary is pretty active in completing these youth exchange students. And I'm not sure about outbound, but I'm sure we can host at least one inbound program. So I'll select one over here. So that comes to increasing our impact and expanding our reach are very, so this is our fuel to Rotary and Rotaract in the world. The way the membership is there, the way the members are interacting, the way we are able to show ourselves to the entire world. So I want to select this goal. So there are 90 members in the district as of in the club as of now, but I think the club is capable of at least adding 20 more. So the goal is 110. So once the president reports more members, it automatically showcase over here, and that goal is directly achieved. And new member sponsorship, I feel at least 10 different members at least 10 different members will sponsor or will get 10 new members. So that is where your new members sponsorship comes in. And this is something that you have to enter on your own. And next is starting new Rotaract clubs and starting new Interact clubs. So this Rotaract club has already started 7 clubs as of now. And I want to select this goal, and I think they have to start 2. I think this is my club, so I think they're capable of doing 2 more at least. So to make it a little more challenging, let me enter 10, and I'll tell you if we do not have 10, then what should we do. So I think 10 is a goal that this club should achieve. And Interact clubs, I think only from this year, Rotaractors were given a proper opportunity to actually start Interact clubs. So because we have received that opportunity with so many schools already there without Interact clubs, I think this club should at least start 4 Interact clubs by the end of the year. The achievement is 0, but I'm sure by the end of the year, at least 4 will be started. And RILA participation. So there are so many RILAs that are happening in entire India or in entire South Asia as such. And one of my favorite RILAs usually happens in Chennai, and one that happens near Bombay, and one that happens near the northeast part of the country. Promote RILA in your in your clubs and ensure that people are getting information about RILA, because trust me, everyone, RILA is something that will literally turn or change the way Rotaractors anticipate or understand what Rotary and Rotaract is. The number of connections that they'll make, the amazing leadership sessions that take place over there, it is really good. All you have to do is motivate and actually go and take someone with you and enjoy RILA. Select this goal, and 3150 as such conducts a RILA every year. And our neighboring district 3020 is also willing to do a RILA this year. So I'm thinking at least there'll be 6 participants from this club who will be part of RILA. And media stories about club projects. So what we are trying to tell over here is what is the uh, public image, or how much PR, public relations, is this club is actually doing through its project. Let it be the service project they are doing, let it be the fundraisers they are doing, let it be the social causes, or let it be the awareness campaigns that this club is doing. So how many of them are actually being covered, by the media? Let it be print media, let it be the digital media, or let it be the television. So I think this club usually does around 5 to 6 very huge projects. So at least 4 projects should be actually there in the proper press. So 4. And that is how we've ended with expand our reach. We'll come to increase our ability to adapt. Over here, it is very simple. Have a proper strategic plan for your entire club. So you just have to type a strategic plan. There is a proper 15 to 20 page strategic plan document that is available for every president to do. If time permits, I will show you the strategic planning. It takes at least 1.5 hours to understand each and every object and try to complete your strategic planning. In your strategic plan, you literally have to write down where does your club stand right now? Where do you see yourself? There'll be a SWOT analysis for your club. What are the opportunities? What are the strengths? What are the threats of the club? You literally have to put it down on paper and analyze where your club is and where you want to take your club. So try to do that strategic planning in any of your board meetings or your assemblies. It will be very, very helpful for your club. Your strategic planning will also include about your future, about the future leadership of the club. And it is very important to have that future leadership as well. So I think this club has already completed its strategic planning, because in 3150, it is mandated that in our pets and sets, we make all the presidents do the strategic planning. So this achievement has literally been done as well. And coming to online presence, yes, the website, the Instagram, Facebook, and everything. So that goal is selected. And update website and social media. A lot of active clubs literally are updating their social media almost all every 2 or 3 days, or at least more than 5 times in a month, because that is the amount of projects they are doing. But looking at least 30 to 40 projects of every club, I think minimum 2 times per month. So this is a monthly goal, guys. Update website and social media is a monthly goal. So how many times were you able to update your website? At least twice in a month is what we are looking at over here. And bylaws. So does your club have an active bylaws? Are you actually modifying those bylaws? Are you passing those bylaws? And that is what I mean when I say review and consider updating your club bylaws. Every year, there is a new set of recommended club bylaws that are being sent. So whenever there are changes, in Rotary, they send a new set of recommended club bylaws that will have more additions, or there'll be a few deletions as well. So every time it is the responsibility of the president, secretary, and team to get their last signed bylaws and to get the recently recommended bylaws and try to set up a proper new bylaws for your entire club. And it is very important because I'm sure every year the membership fee might change, every year the terms might change, every year the way you function might change. Let it be, are you meeting on a monthly basis or a quarterly basis, or even the place where you're meeting? Or you might say, my minimum attendance is changing from 50% to 60%. So these are the changes that you have to constantly keep updating in your bylaws. And once that is updated, you can just come here and say yes. So this is how you add all your goals. We have selected almost all more than 20 plus goals. So when I complete more than half of these goals, that is when I will receive the certificate. So at the moment, we click on save. So all the goals are saved. So it says achievement 0 out of 60, achievement 12. So once before June 30th, whenever I have all these details ready. So it is June 30th right now, or much before that. All these details are ready. I click on edit. I say yes, more than 140 people have come and participated. I say we have done more than 18 service projects this year, social activities this year. More than 4 people were part of my action group participation, but maybe leadership development participation, I think only 4 were able to be a part of it. So whenever you do not achieve a goal, so there is no tick mark that falls over here. But when that is achieved, when more than 13 goals are achieved, only then you will be getting the certificate. So that is about the citation, that is about the excellence award. And let's assume you're only selecting 14 goals or 13 goals at the moment. I have selected all 20, but then let's assume for some reason you're not selecting a few goals. Then how do we do that? Let's assume you say you put annual fund contribution as one goal. Am I audible?
Yes, sir. If you are.
Perfect. Perfect. I am really sorry. Current power issues. So I will not be able to switch. My camera is actually switched on, but I'm sure you can't see anything. So let's quickly jump back.
That's okay, sir.
Is my screen visible?
Yeah, your screen is visible. You can run the camera.
Perfect. Thank you so much. So yes, let's assume you were only able to do 13 or 14 goals, and let's assume you have not entered a goal for benefactor. Uh, this is you've not even selected this goal, but someone came forward and said, "Yes, I will do this," or someone will say, "I will give you a major gift," uh, but then you've not selected this goal. So it is totally okay. Before June 30th, you can constantly keep editing your goals. So before June 30th, you can select your major gift. You can say goal is one and achievement is automatic. So it will automatically be updated and the green tick will be received over here. So you can edit your goals anytime, even if you've done one thing and you've not done another thing, you can remove that goal and you can add a different goal as well. See, the idea of this club excellence award is so that you be true to your club and you are actually putting goals for the club and trying to work towards those goals. So that is the idea, and that is how Rotary is expecting you to complete this doing the club goals and actually putting forward your achievement, and it wants you to achieve these goals at the end of the day. You can take the help of your ZRR or GRR or whatever it's called in your district. You can take the help of your DRR in trying to achieve these goals as well. And also, it is very important, or in fact, I say it is mandatory for all the active Rotaract clubs to set their club goals and save their club goals. Because every DRR, you can also see how many clubs from that district have actually put forward their club goals. How many people are actually doing the strategic planning? All these are visible insights. So for your club to be healthy, for your club to be with the current trend, we request you all to make sure that you're completing this club goals with your entire club. So you can take a printout of all these, and then you can actually in your board meeting or in your assembly, you can discuss it and actually set those goals and come and update it over here. So that is how I'm looking at all the Rotaractors actually implementing this. So in the 45 minutes that were given to me, I think Vaibhav, that's it from my end. I am open for questions at the moment.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Sailesh, for the wonderful and yet fruitful session. I believe these topics are going to be fruitful for the Rotaract Club users as well as the service DRRs. Team, we are open for questions. If you have any, you can unmute yourself and ask, or if you want, you can post it in the chat box as well. Well, in the meantime, since we got to know a lot of things about the excellence and the navigation part as well. In continuity, well, there is an initiative from the RSC MDIO. Let me share my screen now. I can walk you through. So we have this initiative where we can, go to the website and have the demos check for the navigation and where to navigation and toggle on the website. It could be beneficial for the Rotaract clubs. Yeah, just a second, I'm sharing this. In the meantime, if you have any questions, please post in the chat box. We have our expert here, Sailesh. He'll answer your questions.
Definitely looking forward. In my trainings, I usually have this habit of saying anyone that asks me a good question will be getting a chocolate.
Lovely, lovely.
So I'll ensure, if you ask me a good question, I'll ensure that your DRR is giving you a chocolate.
That's please, guys, if you have any doubts, do let us know. And yeah, I think my screen is up.
Yes, yes.
Great. So yeah, we have this initiative of Navigate. So it's a demo website where you can not a demo. It's a platform where you can actually go through the tools and set of interactive videos and screenshots, which will help you understand where to go on the website, how to toggle. So this is what it's called, navigate.rscmda.org. When you go into the website, you will get a couple of options. Let me walk you through. Yeah, so you have the Rotaract Club Excellence Award instructions. Well, it's a document. Yeah, there you go. So this particular section is for the DRRs where they can, so they can go to the website and it has interactive boxes. When you can click on the start navigation, it will guide you through step by step where and which part of this thing you want to go and where you can get certain data. So see if you click on view district, yeah, it will show you the list of navigation list of districts where you want to go. There you see it has all the buttons added for your easier convenience. So this section talks about finances. That's only for the DRRs, where the DRRs can access the club invoices. So if you're having any trouble accessing the website, this is a great video, I would say, demonstration you can access through. And the other one I would like to share is for just a second. Yeah, again, the session that we are having, Sailesh, I think this is the one that Rotaract clubs want to go. Please click on continue, and here you will get detailed navigation instructions on how you can toggle to the website and where you want to navigate. Let me show you with a demonstration. Once you click on start navigation, it will show you which part of the website you want to go. And that's for the Excellence Award. Go to My Rotary and you go to Rotary Club Central. So this is where you can go and set your guidelines. If you're having any issues in toggling to the website, it's a great demo tool that will help you walk through websites and stuff.
Vaibhav, only you shared a single tab.
Oh, sorry. Just a second.
Can you share your
Let
screen?
me share my website. This is more of a Zoom or Teams person. Google Meet gives me. All right. Is it visible now?
Yes, yes.
Right. All right. So this is I was talking about. Let me go to the beginning. Yeah, this is navigate.rsmba.org. In this section, you'll find a couple of demos added for your easy interaction. First two are for the serving the errors with the DRR access, of course. The first one, you can, it's a demo and a step-by-step guidance on how DRRs can access the invoices which are generated for their Rotaract clubs. And the second one talks about the club data. This one is for the Rotaract clubs leaders, where they can navigate and set their goals, track of progress, like the one we learned about today in the session. Once you click on continue, it will take you to the website. Yeah, it's a very interactive website. It will guide you where to go, where to click, just giving you a demo. Click on start navigation. It will point towards where you want to click next. Click on my Rotary and then go to Club Central. And then we go to Rotary Club Central option there. And now you have it. The goals, where you want to set your goals, and then click on next. You see, it's a detailed guidelines, I would say. If you have any issue problem to the website, this will help you out. And yeah, this can be accessed by all the club leaders. Let me show, since we have the DRS as well, let me just walk through the finance part just for the reference. There will be additional navigations added in the coming weeks. Our team is working really hard to get you all the navigational stuff added in this section. So you will see over the coming weeks, new modules will be added as well. The finance part, it will be similar to what we saw earlier. Click on start navigation, okay, and then this is only after you log in with your credentials, the one with the DRR access. Click on finance, view invoices. Now you have the list of finances for the current year and so this is how you can access the finance part. Now this is just for the demonstration purpose. I know most of the DRS have access to it, but if you find any issue, the navigation and toggling to the website, this will be everything. And of course, if you're liking our work, I request you to kindly subscribe and like our social media handles. I'll post the link in the chat box. It's called navigate.rcmbi.org. If you get time after the session, please go to the modules. It will be a great help. And if you come across any doubts, you can always reach out to us. And we have our RSM there person left.
Yes, hi.
That we would love to have your comment to this session.
Hello,
Yes,
Dad.
yes. Hi, Sailesh and hi, Vaibhav. It's a wonderful to see you all, and I know the Navigate is a one tool where you can, like, everyone can utilize to you for your daily purpose, where you can advise your clubs to utilize it and where we can see that where you can also showcase a pathway for them to utilize the RI functions. And we are happy to have this initiative from RSA. So I don't think our president is a little bit occupied. So I'm here to give my greetings. And Sailesh and Vaibhav has done an excellent job and conducting this one of the greatest initiative which we had this year to navigate, and you utilize in your day-to-day work for Rotaract activities, and we are here to help you out. With this, I wish congratulations to both Vaibhav and as well as Sailesh for this wonderful session. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Daryl. Vaibhav basically wants to say, if you like our content, please like, subscribe, share, and click on the bell icon.
Click on the bell icon, yes, for the regular updates.
Daryl will do something new in the upcoming Rota year.
100% we are doing it, and we had a word with the team as well. So we are coming up with new initiatives. So keep posted with our activities. Thank you.
Keep subscribe and keep updating with our RSA.
Sure. We are keeping on the new initiatives, and a lot of excitement is coming up in the days to come. So please await for it, and we are here. So we have started with the DRRs for 25-26 from today. So we are excited for the upcoming year as well. So a lot of initiatives are coming up. So with this, I wish everyone a better year for this 24-25 and upcoming year as well. So we are here to support you, and we are here for a road traction. So have fun and enjoy road traction. Thank you.
Thanks.
Thank you so much, Aaron. Do we have any questions from Sailesh?
No, as of now, yeah.
I think, Sailesh, you explained it so well. Our delegates don't have any more questions. And
Either they have understood everything or they didn't understand anything.
No. It's not like that. We understand everything because the way you आपने जो बताया the तरीका is very good. You know, you very nicely you speak. This is a very good part, and we have a Vaibhav also there.
Yes.
thank you so much, Rinko, for sharing your feedback. Do we have any more servant DRIs who would love to share? We would love to share hear your feedback. So, thank you, Rinko, for sharing your valuable feedback.
Excuse me, I have to just leave this meeting for another meeting. Thank you so much, Vaibhav, Sailesh, and all the serving DRRs, Rinku, and all that. So, and all the best. Take care, and we'll see you soon. Thank you. Bye.
Thank you, Daryl.
Thanks, Sarah.
Yeah.
Thank you, Daryl. Bye. Thank you.
Okay.
I'm also leaving with Vaibhav. Thank you, Sailesh. Bye. Thank you so much for the thing. Thank you.
Thanks, Rinko. All right, guys. If you can turn on your cameras, it would be lovely to see the faces. Sailesh, I think if we don't have questions, we can conclude the session. If you go ahead, I can stop the recording.
That's it. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining the session. I hope it was helpful. I shall share the documents with all the FAQs and the basic understanding with all the DRRs. I request all the DRRs to forward it to your club presidents and the clubs. So once again, thank you. I wish you all the best.
Start the recording.